I had to clear some dead moths and miscellaneous bugs out of the way, but we are good, we are live, we are in action. Happy day, everyone. Isn't that what all these people tell you, that as you age, you should be like, you know, so knowledgeable? I should just have like rapid fire of pure wisdom coming out of my brain, and all I've retained from the past year is what months, what bugs come to life, and which one of those bugs is the most annoying. Okay, June, when it was mothpocalypse up in here, and there was 1,000 moths roaming around, I thought that was bad. And now that it's mid-September and there's flies everywhere, I would take the moths back. I hate the flies. I hate them. I hate them. I despise them. My grandma always says, like, if you don't have anything good to say, keep your mouth shut. I hate you, flies. I hate you so much. But we're here to talk about the barn, not the flies. And I'm trying to get off of my ADHD medication, and that is going really well for me, as you can see. Happy September! Welcome back to my infamous bar. I feel like I just popped out of the womb for the first time and am like experiencing life for the first time and can't form a sentence. I have way too many pregnant friends. I think about the womb way too much, and honestly, when I think about it, sometimes I'm like, I want to go back in there where it's nice and cozy and warm and dark. And then I think, oh my God, I don't need to do that because I have my bar. There are people in this world that are insanely gifted at making long stories short, and I think that I am insanely gifted at making long stories even longer. Honestly, I haven't sat in here in a really long time, and I forget how much I like it up here. When I was going through a really dark time, I would come up here and lay on the floor and cry, and now we can just sit on the floor and think about how life is so much better than it was 6 months ago, right? Like, we have made significant progress. While other miscellaneous things are getting done, you know, all of the walls inside are currently getting textured. They're working on the front porch. Oh. Operation Build This Damn House is officially a go again. We can work on the exterior of the barn, and I thought I would give you a little rundown. I bought this house. Why? Because I loved the barn. My first little sparkle in my eye, you know, my first little butterfly in my stomach was like, oh, I don't know about the house, but I love that barn. Was it pretty? No. Keep in mind, there's nothing in, like, this is it. This is it. Like, it is hot and steamy up here. It's full of bugs. It's just sticks, and I was like, it has to be mine. The front used to be absolutely terrifying. And when I say terrifying, I know that beauty is interpretive, right? It was a little horrifying, a little moldy, a little crooked. It was kind of a hot mess, but something like that like called me to I think I got that one. And you know what? I don't even feel bad. I can't even explain to you my initial attraction to this barn, and I think it's kind of the same effect when we look back on the boys that we dated, when we're like, what? Like, why, who, what, when, where, why? I believed in her. I believed in her since day one. Front of the barn was a problem. Back of the barn was okay. I went with the Ding Dong Doorknob Siding Company. They did the front, then the front was okay, but then you look at the back and be like, wow, that is really a treat to look at. Wow, that looks good. Let's just leave it like that. I think I did what I do best, and I saw the good in something that was so unbelievably chaotic. So the plan from day one has always been that the front and the back will eventually match. I just didn't know when that would be. You know, I didn't know when I would get there. However, we have made it to the week that we are finally going to get there, okay? We are finishing the entire exterior of the barn. My Roman Empire is being built. And what do they tell you? What do they tell you? Rome isn't built in a day. Mine just happened to be built in like 3 years. So we're on day. Oh, he just screwed me up. I told you there was someone up for nothing.
Yo, your window's like almost falling out of your barn.
I told you, that thing could tip over. That barn is not sturdy in any way, shape, or form. One big blow, the whole thing could fall down.
Seriously?
It's eclectic. It's vintage. It's old. Skylar said that it's rustic. I have to take the DIY siding off of the rotten siding to then put the new siding on, and that is where we're starting. It signifies that I'm no longer fighting with the government, so that is the accomplishment of September 2023, everyone. Us girls, we can fight with the government, and we won't win, but we can sometimes get through just enough. This is what freedom looks like. This is the epitome of the American dream. A rotten barn. It's a nice shot.
Tell me, mama, when did things go wrong? Tell me, mama, when did things go wrong?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you about my thought process, and you're gonna think that I'm an actual crazy person, but before you think that I'm a crazy person, I want you to put my thought process into consideration. So I'm watching the siding in the barn go up piece by piece, right? Like quality craftsmanship, piece by piece.
It's gorgeous from back here.
Oh, there's your money shot. Stingray's back, and he's fried. The rotten barn is becoming less and less rotten by the millisecond. So I started doing something crazy. I started doing something that I should never do. I started thinking, you know, and I was thinking all night. They kept asking me like, what do you want to paint the barn? Like once all the siding is up, once everything matches, once everything is structurally sound, what do you want to paint the barn? And I was like, okay, well, since we have to do something anyway, what if we do what the people would do? What if we paint the barn red? It's barn. What if we paint it red? Can we put them next to each other? That one on that side, this on this side.
Yes.
Shock everyone. We'll paint the whole barn with these little sticks.
How big did you do? Oh, you did real big. That is not barn red. It's definitely this color.
Oh yeah, yours is way better.
You know how cute this barn's gonna look?
Yeah, it's gonna be adorable. Yours is so much better than this.
Yeah, it's this color. It is gonna slay.
Audience, be warned. Slay is a disease, and anyone can catch it. Operation Paint the Barn Red, contender number 1. This is Sherwin-Williams Rustic Red. Only thing is that this white that's already here is so bright that I just want to do a second coat just so I can be absolutely 100% positive what this whole shebang looks like. The more my life slips away before my eyes, the older I get, the more ancient I become. I think about like all the nieces and nephews that I have coming along the way, and I'm like, okay, realistically, 1, I'm an idiot, 2, kids are idiots. They don't know that you're their aunt, right? Like they don't know who you are. They don't know that you have any relation to them. They don't even know your name until like a couple years in. But I think of all these little kids running around my house, you know, when they get plopped off here to get babysat, they're gonna be like, that is the bitch with the big red barn. Vision at this point in time is really just a vision, and you really have to use like your full imagination to see the vision. Because I'm such a color expert, the color of the house is white duck. And I was thinking, if we do the red, then we could do the trim in white duck, just so everything comes together, everything matches in some way, shape, or form. This is the... Okay, now it's all over the ground. Good job. That's the white duck. I feel like the color red barn with white duck is just like, it's a match made in heaven. It's a soul duo. Rustic red, white duck, red barn. Let it simmer. Think about it. Think about it. Well, I was walking and I tripped on that stick, and now it's... Well, we're really gonna get to see the color now. It's giving menstrual crisis. It's giving Doja Cat. Happy fall. I'm glad my yard is finally turning colors.
texture. It looks so
Whoa, they did that fast. This is so cool.
Lucas coming up the
He's
stairs.
giving us a tutorial of how to walk upstairs. He's teaching us all the basics.
And you should actually, your laundry room's gonna be beautiful.
Lucas could teach everyone on TikTok how to do, like, you know what your thing should be? Teaching people
So do you
how
have any
to, I
idea
can't
how
talk.
big this room is right here? No.
No. We have a question. What do you think of?
Get your fans' opinion on the polls. You want a tiger or you want a horse for right here?
For the mural. I was gonna ask, what do you think of the red barn?
I think you gotta go red.
I think
It's a barn, you gotta keep it original color.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna wanna put horses in there, you're gonna want a red barn.
It's quite literally only Tuesday. The craziest thing ever just happened to me, right? So I wake up, you know, step one off the checklist this morning. I wake up and I'm like, wow, I've made it so far today. So I get here this morning, I'm like, you know, I'm doing the same thing I do every day. I'm like, ooh, what's going on? What's new and exciting? What's like the great big technological thing that they're doing that they're gonna explain to me exactly what they're doing and it's gonna go floop right over my head. But I'm so happy that everyone's here, you know? So the welders are here, they're dry fitting the railing. The railing isn't completely 100% finished yet, but they come and they dry fit it to the stair to make sure everything is suctioned together, everything fits perfectly, it fits like a glove, the gap fits in the crack. Now that it's gonna be perfect, they can go do all the finishing work on it. So many different guys come and use the porta potty that sometimes it'd be a little questionable in there. There's also a black widow that lives in the porta potty. I call her Olivia. I swear to God, she's pregnant and pretty soon there's gonna be 1,000 black widow babies running around the porta potty. It seems like something that's not my business. You know, every single day I open the porta potty door to see how Olivia's doing. I'm like, how's your pregnancy going down there, girl? How are your black widow babies? Like, don't ask me how I got invested in the black widow that lives in the porta potty, but I'm invested in the black widow that lives in the porta potty. So I'm thinking today, I don't want to get bit in the ass by a black widow. The porta potty was smelling a little sus. I'm gonna go to King Soopers, go to the bathroom on my way home. I'm driving down the road. I'm like, sweet Caroline. I have my Sprite. I'm singing out the window. Like I have the windows down. It's a nice September day. It's crisp outside. It's like, not too hot, not too cold. It's 70 degrees. I'm like, this is such a perfect day. I'm driving to King Soopers. The grocery store, I see horses, like full grown horses walking down the street. All of these horses have ran away from home and now they're just wandering the streets. I don't know how I got involved. Hey. You wanna come home? There's this guy and he works for the trash company, right? And he has like his little trash man and he's like, señorita. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? What's going on, trash man? And he was like, all 8 of these horses got out of their little horse pen. This is one of my last stops in the neighborhood and I'm doing my trash route and then I almost hit a horse on the side of the street and I looked at it and I was like, that can't be right. So now it's me. It's me and the trash guy. Hey, mister, you're running away from home is not gonna go over well. Hey. You want some grass? Oh. They all teamed up, plotted against her, jumped the fence, okay? Because there was just so many of them and they were just running around, jumping fences. Like, I was like, is this Spirit? Is this Spirit the movie part 2? Is this Homeward Bound? All the animals are escaping and they want to find a new home. And some cowboy came up and he's like, oh, don't you all worry, I got this. I can do this in my sleep. I'm no cowgirl. Like I'm not qualified for this whatsoever. I'm in my Ugg boots. Platform Ugg boots, trying to wrangle in all these horses like this was the goddamn rodeo with my McDonald's Sprite, like, yeah, for sure, I can help you with the horses. Do we even know where they're going? No, none of us know where they go. None of us know where they came from. It's just us, the wide open road, trying to stop traffic to get these horses that don't even want to go home. I don't know what just happened, but you know what? All 8 horses made it home. That's what I've been doing with my day. How are you? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday. See what these two got going on over here. Big Dave, I think that's your color.
So,
Welcome to my 2 a.m. nighttime routine. I somehow, some way have adopted this horrific routine where I just fall asleep with my makeup on every night, and then I wake up around like 1:30, 2 in the morning with the lamp on, just so unbelievably confused. You want a glimpse into my real brain? There's all my clean laundry. Have I considered once in the past 2 days opening the closet, getting out a hanger, putting said piece of clothing on a hanger, and then putting it in the closet so I could go to sleep? No. So I'm putting it out there. You've heard it here first. Tomorrow is a big day, okay? And I feel confident in my decision because I have created a voters council. There is an official voting board. I have my own association. Because I am the type of person that can't make a decision to save my life, and that might be my downfall of just about everything. Just about everything, because I always feel like there's a million great options and I can never just pick one. That's where the board got founded. If you want to know who's on the voters board, it is my mom, my dad, my grandma, Brian because he's in charge, and Lucas. That's it. That's the board. And me, who can't make a decision for jack nothing. So like, do I even count? Does my vote even count because I can never make a decision? I don't know. I'm asking everyone, what do you think of the barn being painted red? Because it feels like a rash decision. It feels like something I might regret. It feels like something that might be a little bit manic to do, right? It's just a big decision. It's a bold choice. It's a statement piece. I got a grand total of 5 yeses. 5. Including mine, 6. All of these people are all 100% on board for the red barn, but even then, I'm still a little skeptical, you know? I'm like, I don't know. Is this a good idea? Am I gonna regret this? Then I asked Lucas and I'm like, should I paint the barn red? And he's like, for sure. And I'm like, I can order the paint. Paint the barn red day. I love having lifelong dreams that I thought of last week.
Rooster crows for days, and every time I see that gal.
But it's still a red barn, right? How many times you drive through Kansas or you drive through eastern Colorado and you see red barn, right? Like it fits.
Can't say I've ever taken a drive through Kansas, but now I'm gonna have to.
No, you don't want to.
I'll be coming home.
The red barn looks so amazing.